This is going to be a video on how to replace your spark plugs on a 2021 Ram 2500 truck. So I'm going to show you on the closest one there is to us, and obviously it is also the easiest one to do, but don't give me any crap for that. Right here, what you're looking at, that's your coil pack. Two 10mm bolts, one on each side. Unscrew those. This will pop out. You can then pop this harness off a lot easier once it pops out. And from there, you can access the two spark plugs, and I'll show you more in a minute. All right, so we're gonna start by taking off these two 10mm bolts. And they are kind of locked in, if you wanna say, to the coils. They're part of the coil. So you don't have to worry about dropping them. They'll come out with the actual coil pack. Oh, there we go. There we go, and you want to just wiggle it a little bit, and you'll see that coil pack will start to come up. And then once you get it out, push that little clip in, and the coil pack will come out. Now, you're going to want to examine your coil pack. Those look pretty good right there. Want to make sure right here where the plug would go in that it's flat, it's not bulging. I'm going to just set it down. The next thing we want to do is take out these spark plugs. Hopefully this extension is long enough. It's always something, isn't it? So I've gone ahead and pre-removed these. Originally, I know I said to wait till you pull this out, but I realized as I started getting further back on both sides, that was going to be a lot easier said than done. I'm not going to lie to you. These ones in the back are quite a little bit of a pain in the ass to get out. Getting the plug out's pretty easy. Just push in and pull up. Getting the coil out and getting these screws out took a little bit more effort. You're going to need a knuckle on this side and on the other side. If you think this side's rough, just wait till you see the other side. So I'm going to start working on this side, and I'll start showing you one by one as I'm doing this. Personally, I'm taking them all the coils out at the same time. I'm going to do all the plugs at the same time and put the coils back. That's just the way that I prefer to do it, but you can obviously do it however you want. As you can see, I've taken out all 4 coils. I went to do the first spark plug, and I thought about it, and you know, this truck has around a little over 100,000 miles on it, so they've been in there for a little while. So I put a little bit of penetrating oil, not a lot, just a little, and gonna wait a couple minutes and then start taking these out. Yeah, penetrating oil was the way to go. Doesn't take long either. A couple minutes, leave that stuff in there, and it'll be looking good. I think this should be on there. Oh, nope. Couple more turns. Sorry for my poor camera work. Having to hold this with my right hand, do this with my left hand, and to be honest, I'm right-handed, and this doesn't seem to want to stick to it. As you can see, it's the next day. I realized pretty quickly that I was going to need to go over to Home Depot and get a few extra sockets and things of that nature that I didn't have in order to get the 2 rear on this side, and definitely probably the 2 rear and maybe the 2 even, you know, on the 3rd one over here. Let me show you what you're going to need and how I ended up finding a way to do it. So I've got a 3/8 inch ratchet. I bought this on Amazon, actually. Got it overnighted. It's pretty nice gear wire. You know, hey, listen, I don't know what about gear wire, but the socket works fine. It's just a spark plug socket, but as you can see, it's on a little swivel, and that really makes a big difference. I also found that I had a swivel, but my swivel was a little bit wider than the circumference of the actual socket, so it would not slide down in properly. So I picked up one of these, and then basically 2 different 3-inch extensions, and basically you can use those 2 extensions with that, pop it in there, then take the wrench, put it on, and manipulate those spark plugs in and out. So I'm not sure how other people do them, but you definitely, here's the bottom of the coil. I'm gonna add some dielectric grease. And the way that I kind of just do it is I kind of just squirt a little bit in there and it pushes in there. It works just fine. Never had a problem with it. So I didn't film this because I was knee deep in the shit, for lack of a better words. But I don't know if you can see, there's this metal bracket right here. And basically, there's a screw down there, 10 mil, and then two 13 mils, and then two 10 mils. So 5 screws all together. To get to the 2 10 mils, you gotta kinda take these 2 out, then pull this harness back just a little and you can get at them. But anyways, that's all of them. They're done. Let's start it up and see what happens. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. So far, so good. And we got no check engine lights. Yeah, can you tell these things gone about 100,000 miles? Need an upgrade? I mean, the tip's looking all right, but definitely needed to be done. Okay, so I've placed together out here, and I'm going to put it down in the section below, and a link to what I got. But here we go, a little bit of PB Blaster. It's a little penetrating oil. Don't use very much, just a little dabble to make sure those spark plugs are loose, because you don't want to have an expensive engine repair over a spark plug. I got these NGK Iridium IX spark plugs. Again, there's the model number, but I'll put it in the links. The dielectric grease, just a little tiny bit. A 3/8 and 1/4 inch socket, or I should say ratchet. Haha, that's how you know I'm doing this live. 2 3-inch 3/8 extensions, 1 5-inch 1/4 inch extension, and then I have a 10 mil, a spark plug socket with a knuckle on it, and then another 1/4 inch knuckle. You need both of these to be able to get into some of those tight spaces. The 13 mil, just in case I didn't say, this is actually, you get those 2 bolts that are on top of that bracket where you had to do the 5 bolts to get it out on the right side. And then I used this along with the extension and ratchet in places to get the screws out. They're 10 mils that are holding the coils down. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave me any info in the comments. And as always,